Hey everyone, Crystal Grace here and welcome to this pick a card reading. This one is all about what blessings are on the way to you. We have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile 1, attraction, pile 2, we have protection, and pile 3, we have courage. And over in the corner, we also have Sweety. So while you're connecting with one of the piles, please trust I don't sit here and conjure negative energies or messages to ruin your day, evening, or night. So if you do feel triggered anyway, please opt off of the reading and trust that the reading is not for you. So with that said, let's get into it. Let's find out what blessings are on the way to you. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Those of you who want to know what blessings are on the way, this is your pile. So you picked attraction. We have number 34. We also have Libra and energy. Some of you actually may work with the pendulums, each their own. Pansies might be your favorite flower. You could have been born in March or April on the 3rd or the 4th, or in July on the 7th. So let's find out what blessings are on the way to you. Alrighty, so we have the Magician, we've got the Empress, and the 7 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. I definitely feel like with the Magician as the overall energy, what blessing is on the way to you is something that you have definitely been trying to manifest into fruition. It definitely gives me the impression you guys are trying to birth something into life. It could be a person, like a baby. It could be a relationship, or it could actually be a business, right? And I definitely feel like the blessing here is something that you've really been pouring all of your energy, your love, and efforts, I guess, because we do have the 7 of Pentacles showing up, which really indicates that energy within itself. I feel like the blessing on the way is like ultimate happiness in something that you have been trying to like grow to birth is what I feel. So that's going to look like very different to all of you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like something's going to change. Maybe at this point in time, you don't feel like something like this is going to come into fruition for you. Like maybe you feel like you're at a dead end and it sort of just like ignites again. So it could be many different things. And that's the thing when we do these sorts of readings. But maybe take this as confirmation, pile number 1, that whatever it is you are trying to bring into the world, whatever it is you've been really working on, like planting the seeds in order for it to come to life, that is the blessing on the way. Like if it's a happy marriage, that is what's on the way. If it's a loving relationship, like not a marriage, that is what is on the way. If it is to bring a baby into the world, that is what is on the way here. It is whatever you have really been focusing on. And I feel for some of you, you've been focusing on this for quite some time now. Like this isn't something that, you woke up one day and thought, oh, I want to do this. You've actually been fixated on this idea, on this blessing for a very, very long time. So it's nice to see this sort of energy come out in a reading like this. It's sort of like, this isn't an unexpected blessing. This is a message to confirm to you what you've been doing is you're about to be rewarded with whatever it is that you've been trying to conquer. Like it could be simply like motherhood here. It could be just inner beauty coming through with your outer beauty as well here. Beautician, if any of you are trying to follow down that path, that is the blessing coming towards you. But yeah, that's sort of what I've got here. I think that's a nice way to start this topic. And I will move to pile 2 now. Sending much love and light. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose the protection card, so we do have strong Aries. We've also got an onion. Got number 9, so you could have been born on the 9th. You could have been born in September. So let's find out. I don't know. I feel like you guys could be very protective of your energy. You could work with onions. They're really good if you're sick. Apparently, if you cut them in half and leave like an open half next to your bed, it helps capture the germs breathing out of your mouth. Let's find out what blessings are on the way to our pile number 2. The High Priestess, Page of Pentacles, and we have the Death card as the overall energy. I kind of feel like with the Death card as the overall energy, like the blessing on the way is like a new beginning. And obviously new beginnings stem from us letting go and bringing something to an end. That's the overall vibe. But obviously a new beginning can stem from upheaval. Like a spiritual awakening would be deemed upheaval for me, because they can be like really confronting and very like conflicting. So if you've been stuck in a relationship or things are constantly changing and like maybe you've endured some financial losses, I feel like that's all about to end as well. Like the blessing would be any pitfalls, like any upheaval. I feel like that is what's about to end. Like there's a lot of darkness here at her feet and she's rising up to like, you know, a brighter sky. So the blessing is some kind of relief is what I'm hearing. So for some of you, it is financial relief, right? If you've been trying to overcome financial obstacles, you've been working hard, you've been very focused, but you just feel like every time you try and get 2 steps ahead, you're being pushed 10 steps back, especially with like, you know, something goes wrong with your car, something like that. I feel like I see the Wheel of Fortune now in my third eye. So I feel like the cogs are going to start turning the other way for some of you with finances. You're finally going to be experiencing victory, overcoming obstacles, right? That's what the Chariot represents. So you are going to not give up. You could be in a state of, I'm going to give up. I'm like at my wit's end, like nothing's going right for me. That's sort of the energy I'm feeling. And I feel like the blessing on the way is like there's a veil that's going to be lifted. Maybe kind of coming back to that protection energy. Maybe after listening to this reading, you're going to go and up your protection. People will go and try and rain on your fucking parade. I don't know why. They're sick in the fucking head. They've got nothing to do and they're all losers. But you're not a loser, and unfortunately we only know what we know. And I never knew like people could like, you know, send really bad energy to me up until like a couple of years ago. So like, you know, time has been wasted there. All those decades, did shit actually just happen because I was the idiot making poor choices, or were people actually sending that fucked up experiences my way? You know, it was probably a combination of both. But I feel like another aspect to the Chariot and what blessing is on the way is you finally like being more in control of your emotions and having a clear understanding of what it is you want. Maybe when it comes to your relationships, maybe when it comes to life in general, but you're actually going to feel more stable is what I'm hearing, more stable than you have for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to what's about to unravel for you guys. And it's very different energy to pile 1. So you never know what's going to come out in these readings. The High Priestess tells me the blessing on your way is like a new spiritual gift for some of you. I feel like your intuition is going to be heightened. I also feel like your inner voice, you're going to feel more confident in trusting that inner voice. And you may not go, oh, well, that's not much of a blessing. It is. People who don't trust their inner voice stay on very toxic paths, stay in very toxic cycles. So it is a blessing, and I will leave that point there. Some of you could get accepted into a higher level of higher education program as well, is what I'm hearing. So if anyone is applying for some kind of certificate, I do feel if you're trying to return to school or do extra training, this is your confirmation that you will get accepted. So I think that's pretty much it for the High Priestess. Now, when I think about the Page of Pentacles in reverse and as a blessing, it is a bit of a tricky one. Like it it could be literally just acknowledging, like, if you felt like you've had missed chances, or you've been, I don't know, maybe procrastinating or underachieving, maybe that veil, after you focus on lifting that protection or spell work that has been put onto you, things may change. I think if you've been feeling like you've been lacking commitment, you've been super bored, super distracted, which has obviously created a lot of stagnant energy around you, I feel like this is going to be lifted from your, I guess, your energy field. If you haven't been feeling like you're ready for a serious relationship, maybe you will be. And on the flip side of that, like for those maybe coming off the High Priestess and the Chariot, it's sort of like maybe you thought you wanted a relationship, and the Page of Pentacles, like the blessing is you finally realizing a relationship's not actually what you want. You know, and that could be the reason why some of you do attract people who don't want a relationship, because you don't actually want one. You just think you want one. So that is a blessing within itself. Sometimes it's hard to understand or trust why we no longer want something that we thought we desperately wanted, if that makes sense. But that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know if that resonated. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. We have courage, nice. We also have number 13. We have Libra energy. We could have some of you born in January or March or on the 4th of April. We have Luna doing laps. Come on, come down here. Good girl. Sit there. Alrighty, so let's find out. What blessings are on the way to our pile 3? Maybe this blessing requires you to tap into courage. You know, this blessing might require you to dig deep, is what I'm hearing. So please hop off. So I'm worried you're going to spill this. Come on. Okay. Show us what blessings are on the way to pile number 3. Oh. I'm going to keep that in the upright, solely on the basis of it falling off. And went into the upright position. You know, the whole courage. Come here, you little kitten. Come here. Mwah. A strong message I'm getting at the moment, we do have 6 of Wands. Before I jump into the cards, if you've been working on trying to like win your family over, win somebody's family over, try and get somebody's approval, like it could be on a relationship, it could be on a job opportunity. I feel like you're finally going to have the courage, for some of you, to just give in and just be like, you know what, fuck it. I can do this on my own. I can make it on my own. I don't need you. So the blessing there in itself, pile 3, is you finally having the courage to stand up to like maybe your family, or maybe even to your partner here. Some of you could even be working on moving away from a toxic relationship. Why do you do this? She's like, give me attention. And that could be also something else. Like the blessing here is you finally having the courage to like, you know, you've been working up, having the courage to tell people who aren't like bringing you that 10 of Pentacles energy, who aren't working with you or like stealing your light from you. You finally having the courage to tell them to fucking beat it, for some of you, is what I feel. But nonetheless, when I think about the 6 of Wands in reverse, this cat, she's like, let me outside or I'm gonna be annoying. But she runs out the front then, and then, yeah, I prefer when they go outside now that I'm around. So 6 of Wands in reverse, right? Yeah, like if you've been like the blessing, I feel like if you've been lacking receiving recognition or like feeling unappreciated, like you've just been exposed to loads of broken promises and disappointment that has hindered like your self-esteem. I feel, and like you've been working on your courage, like changing your attitude, like I feel like the blessing on the way to you guys is that like you're finally going to step into your power. Like if you've been working on trying to show up for yourself, something you just sort of like going to wake up one night is what I'm hearing, and or wake up one morning and you're just going to be like, you know what? I know what the fuck I bring to the table. I know that, oh, Jesus, I know. Maybe you're just going to start being really disruptive and just be like, look at me, look at me. Sorry, this reading is becoming very chaotic. Oh, God. Yeah, so I kind of feel like the blessing on the way is you finally standing up for yourself, right? You finally changing your attitude in regards to what you are going to start attracting to you. You know what the fuck you bring to the table, pile 3. So why are you settling for anything less? If people aren't going to put you up on a pedestal like you put them up on a pedestal, you're no longer going to invest time or energy into these people, is what I'm hearing. Another way we can look at, the next way we will look at another blessing, the 8 of Pentacles, right? I feel like the blessing on your way here, if you remain committed and dedicated on this path, that's when a committed relationship or more success is going to come your way. I feel like it's going to be very easy for your accomplishments to be achieved. I feel like if you're seeking financial independence, this is all going to fall in place because you're finally stepping into this energy of like, you know what, you don't know my worth, I'm out. And I even see some of you saying this to your bosses. This is what I'm worth. If you don't want to pay it, I'm fucking out, because you can go and earn more doing less work anywhere else, right? There are many jobs out there you can go and earn more and do less. I feel with the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, you guys like to go to work and use your brain. You like to like show up to work and like kick goals, meet business objectives, blah, blah, blah. So it definitely tells me that like the blessing on the way is definitely more success because of this new like attitude you're going to have. The 10 of Pentacles, it is in the reversal. So the blessing could be here that family disputes or like any financial failure maybe is going to come to a close. I also feel breaking tradition is heavily linked with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like that's a blessing for you. You're going to finally break tradition. Some of you, that could be like alcoholism, like not going to educate yourself and chase money. Like, does that make sense? Hopefully. So I definitely feel like if there's been instability or insecurities within the family home or domestic disputes, I feel like you're finally going to have the courage now to like stand up for yourself and say you either work with me or like work away from me. You're not going to be settling for anything less. You're finally going to I don't know, it just seems to like know your self-worth and know your value. And instead of just allowing people to just like do as they please, I feel like the blessing here is you finally standing up for what you believe in and what you deserve and how you should be treated. Like maybe for some of you, the blessing here with the 10 of Pentacles, if your career has felt like unstable, I just kind of feel you are going to make, the blessing will be like an offer coming towards you that may seem like a financial loss, but in fact will be one of the best decisions some of you could ever make. It will work because we have the 3 of Pentacles here. The 3 of Pentacles as a blessing, maybe you guys meet somebody with shared goals, right? Maybe you meet somebody that wants to grow and learn with you. That is the blessing if love is what you are looking for. But I feel like if you uproot from a job in that 10 of Pentacles, you're going to find a job where teamwork, collaboration comes very easily for you. Like you're going to be recognized for your hard work. You're also going to receive financial rewards much better than what you currently have. So there's a lot going on in in this blessing, I feel, but it really stems from you finally waking up to yourself and going, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And, knowing your worth is the blessing. And that can take some people don't even learn that in this lifetime. Like, they just allow to be a doormat and allow people to just give them the bare minimum. But here on this channel, we will always strive to get more than the bare minimum, or we definitely won't accept the bare minimum. But that is what I've got for you. Sending much love and light, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.